Hey everyone, my name is Joey and I am definitely a compulsive eater. Today, I take responsibility for my actions. That means I weigh and measure 3 meals off the gray sheet or write them down. I call and commit to my wonderful sponsor. I don't eat no matter what, and abstinence is my primary purpose for today. So it's apropos to greet everyone happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Kag Samayak, or just Happy Friday. I do it from myself because I like to celebrate my abstinence. We celebrate that abstinence. We celebrate it one day at a time. I want to welcome those who are counting days. Congratulations. You're the most important person here in the room. I don't think there's anyone celebrating milestones, but we are all celebrating milestones. When I wake up in the morning, I always put myself, this is a wonderful day. That's what I put myself. Day one. If I do exactly what I did yesterday, if I will measure my meals, my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner last night, I get a chance to get abstinent again the next day. My abstinent date is June 7, 2013. I say it from the bottom of my heart because I just want to see that, I need to build a defense against that first compulsive bite because each day I know that I only have one day. It's a daily reprieve. The recovery that I have had what they say a 24-hour shelf life, right? One day at a time. I only have a daily reprieve contingent to what I do. And what I do is that I do the basics, right? I weigh and measure my food without exception. I call my sponsor. For me, I call my sponsor on time because it's my structure. I was never consistent with anything else. If I tell you, oh, I'm gonna see you tomorrow at around 8:30, count me like I'm gonna call you like around 10 o'clock because I don't care, or maybe it's just my mind at that time. But today I call my sponsor on time, 8:30 on the dot, or sometimes on the weekends and certain time that we have agreed upon, and I take it seriously because I know it gives me the structure, like what I said. So yes, I'm building a defense against that first compulsive bite, right? And it comes with it's a tripod. It's physical, emotional, and spiritual. And I want to start with my physical. I remember when I came in 2013, was summer, June. I was wearing Crocs because my feet was so bloated. I can't wear my regular shoes because it wouldn't fit me anymore. Somebody has said to me, I remember you wearing those jeans, not jeans, um, or maybe it was a jeans, but they're I don't know. It's just like I'm wearing the same jeans for the whole summer, wearing Crocs because my feet so hurt. And I came into that Sayasat hospital. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I still remember that very same day, it was an angel who brought me to that meeting. And I was just lucky, and I just want to say that, I came in abstinent and there was a reason why I want to come to Gray Sheet. I just want to lose the weight. Of course, every one of you knows me, but those who doesn't know me, I was a heavy set person. I was morbidly obese, coming from a 270-pound weight that I had when I first came in. And then by the grace of God and through, doing everything that you guys have done before me, I developed this second anonymity that no one even knows who I am anymore. I've been maintaining at least 90 to 100 pounds weight loss for the past years that I've been abstinent. And I like what I feel. Honestly, when I came in, I just want to lose the weight. I came for vanity. That's just me. I came. If vanity is the reason why you came into to our program, this wonderful creation, and this is my own perspective, I always say that it's okay to feel that way. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you will realize, as I did, as I lost the weight, that losing the weight is not enough, and this is what my own experience is. The clarity from abstaining from everything that we don't eat, sugar, grains, and alcohol, anything, any carbohydrates that creates a phenomenon of craving, you know, after those things that gives me the clarity, the emotions comes up and I have to deal with them. And then I know that I need to work with my emotionals, because those emotions, it doesn't have to be, it's angry, lonely, tired, depressed, or whatever, or reactive. Yeah, I remember those times. I always get so reactive with those. When I first came into, when I lost the weight, and then I found a spiritual solution. You guys have showed me, and that's what the story is. Even though if you came in for the vanity, which I came for the vanity, I stayed for the vanity again, but I stayed for the sanity. The sanity of allowing me to be the better person that I am, the sanity that gives me to be the person that I thought that I could never be, and the person that I thought I would be, and not the person that I thought everyone else should be. Because I'm the kind of person of low self-esteem. I long for your, validation. I long for your, oh, can you just tell me what to do? Can you tell me exactly how I feel about myself? Um, I've always had problems with that. And by working the steps, I understand that there are steps that we do, one step at a time, right? With step one, I am powerless over my food. And what I do now is that I always put in step one in any situation that I have. I had so much going on at work, so much going on at work. And then what I always do is I always take a pause. I always say, I am powerless over that situation, and my life has become unmanageable. So what I'm saying is that the clarity that I'm powerless over my food gives me the space today that I could integrate those things with my life, with my work, with my personal work, with my work, with the people that I work with my family, with my mom. I have a mom who's 89 years old. And I developed this friendship. Well, I'm just talking about myself, right? I've never thought that I could have developed this friendship during the pandemic. I FaceTime her every Monday, 9:30 on the dot. If I am late, he would text me, oh, you're late, 10 minutes late. I take a deep breath, I pause, and I would say, hey, Mom, how you doing today? How was your food delivery? Because she's the kind of person who wants to save everything. And I didn't force her. I just gave her the option. There are delivery restaurants that you could deliver their food, and she's been doing that. So every time she gets something going on, whether she talks about anything else, I always had these tools that I could say, I could pause, I could shut up, and I could say to myself, you know what? What is my purpose here? My primary purpose here is to develop this opportunity, a relationship with my mom. And that is something that I'll be grateful for all my life, So, losing the weight is not enough, right? I like the vanity. I want to look, I like the way I look. I like the way I feel. I like the way I could stand up. I like the way that I could, go to a store and then buy those things that I never thought that I could use. But that's not enough for me. Yes, that's very good. What I learned is that I need to work on the steps, like what I said in step one: powerless over my food, powerless over my life, powerless over my situation. And it goes over, in step two, that says that even though I am powerless over in step one, that I'm not helpless. That all I need to do is react and not react, but accept that there is a power greater than myself that could restore me to sanity. I want to talk about my food. What did we say? The four P's, right? Plan, prepare, protect, and pray. I like praying. I was raised
A minute,
Catholic. I
Joey.
was, let's stand. Okay, thanks, Laura. I was raised in a way that, okay, my mom would always say, even though when I was a kid, okay, we prayed the rosary every day. And then now when she asked me every Saturday, did you go to mass? I said, okay, mom, I went to mass. Okay. Yeah, I pray a lot. And I thought it was just an obligation. Today I pray just a simple, hey, God, what's up? Good morning. This is after my meditation. Or, hey, I have some issues with this person, or I can't stand him. I can't stand this person. And what I do is we had this connection with my God, right? I learned about the toolbox. Like today, I probably have written like two things in my toolbox because there's something that I needed to take care of, and I've always find the courage today to give it up to a power greater than myself. So I'm going to write it down. Dear God, I'm turning over this thing, this person, at work, I'm turning over things that didn't happen. I'm going to do the best that I can. But you know what? Whatever your will, that will be done, not mine. And miraculously, a lot of those things happen. That's my prayer. I'm going to go back again, plan. Holiday, of course, the holiday. What do? I plan my holiday around my abstinence. I'm gonna go to Jersey. I grew up in Jersey. I'm from Long Island. I have siblings there. I have wonderful nephews and nieces. And they would text me, Uncle, you want to celebrate the birth of our Lord on with us on Christmas Day? Of course, yeah. I know they're gonna come back to me. Okay, Uncle, can you bring this or can you bring that? Or I would say that, listen, what else do you guys want me? Some of them are not abstinent. Some of them are mostly abstinent because I've been doing this for quite some time, that they know that I do this without exception. Plan, prepare. Oh my God. I went out today in the freezing cold weather. If you are at the East Coast, anywhere, be safe. Be safe. It's rigid, but no one would stop me. If I have to go to Trader Joe's, if I have to go to this one, I have to get all those things prepared, all those things. And guess what? When I was at Trader Joe's, we don't accept credit cards. We only accept cash. Everyone's like chaotic, like, oh, I can't do that. Why are you doing that? It's because I'm abstinent. I just pause and say, you know what? Let me see if I have some cash, because I don't normally have cash. I have cash. And there was something inside my wallet, and guess what? I have $60. That's not usual. I probably have like $2 or $3. $60. And I said to the lady, everyone was shouting, like, oh my God, so chaotic at that Trader Joe's. I said to the lady, to the cashier, I have $60. And can I just get things that I really need? And then when it goes after $60, I'm done. Of course, yeah, of course. Yeah. So it was $58. I got a change for $2, but I have to put away a lot of those things. But I know that I don't need them for now. Well, I need them because I always want to keep things in myself, right? So that's what I prepare, plan, prepare, and protect. Protect my abstinence. If there's something wrong with my food, I call my sponsor. I call somebody who was at least 90 days of back-to-back GreySheeters abstinent. I tell them, listen, this is what happened. What should I do? If I know there's something new that I like, and I read the label, and it's a little bit, vague. I don't like the vagueness. I go to the other program, and we don't live in vagueness. I would call my sponsor. I would set the picture of my sponsor. I want her to say yes all the time, but sometimes I just need to accept that. Joey, it's not. Sorry. Yes. But don't get me wrong. When I first came into GreySheet, when I call my sponsor, that wouldn't stop me. I would call somebody else. Listen, my sponsor said no. Is that really true? Joey, you've asked your sponsor already. I know. I just want to ask, But today, my sponsor said no. It's okay. but we had so much abundant food, you know. Plan, prepare, protect. That's how I protect my abstinence. I read the labels. Anything within the four had to be what we were
Five
told to do.
minutes.
Thank you, Laura. So that's how I plan my abstinence. That's how I protect my abstinence. I pray, I meditate when I wake up. If I do all these things, what a gift. And I'm getting all those promises, you know, like before, one of the GreySheeters before we started asked me, how's school? I'm so glad that I started going back to school. You know, everyone, a lot of you know that I'm in healthcare and I want to finish my graduate school. I was so scared. And I said, you know what? If I am abstinent, I could do whatever I want as long as God provides me the opportunity. So today it's challenging because I like to do a lot of service, but I'm doing something for myself. I'm rewriting my story. And when I rewrite the story, my story, I want to know that I'm a better person. I want to build the better me. Because I don't like the Joey who used to be without the 12-step program. But I know that former Joey, the anger, the lonely, the tired, you know, the reaction, those are my greatest teachers today. I learned from those things. They're not mistakes for me. For me, the life lessons, things that I needed to understand. You know, the low self-esteem is always going to be one of my biggest hurdles, but I'm learning from my low self-esteem. You know, so if you're like me, like a little bit shy when you first came in, do service, start sharing, do little things. I started small, putting the coffee. I remember the Harlem meeting. Oh my God, I cry whenever there's people that I lost in the Harlem group. You know, they welcomed me. I make coffee. I put the chairs. And then after 90 days, they asked me to be the booker. Then I became the secretary. I became the treasurer. And today, I do things that I enjoy. Somebody would say, it's a lot, Joey. But you know what? If I don't do these things, if I don't do the service that I do today, how could I be abstinent? Service was the one who saved me this pandemic. Because, well, I don't know about you guys, if you stayed at home, but I never stayed at home. During the pandemic, I've been working every single day. Not the weekends, though. That's my personal weekend. I've been working every day. There will be times that I'd be so resentful. Here I go again, coming to work and don't even know if I'll be sick, or even if I'll be alive the next day. Because I've seen people that I lost during the pandemic. But today, I'm learning for those things. I'm going to end with this. I love my food. I prepared my dinner. Sorry, guys, if you ate your dinner already. I had those things that I like, you know, every little thing. I put it all together. Just put it in the microwave. And after this, I even have a frozen protein in the middle of a cold weather today. It doesn't matter. That's how I feel. Because I have choices today. And I choose to be abstinent. So my name is Joey. I am a compulsive eater. I'm so grateful today in front of you. And just for today, I don't eat no matter what. And thank you for allowing me to share.